Okay, guys, back. This is just gonna be my first video for the Say It channel, so I'm gonna say it. And of course, I tried to start a little motto. It's called a little tagline, I guess you could say, but don't hesitate to say it. You don't. Like your mom used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. I'm kind of backwards. If you don't have anything nice to say, if you have something nice to say, whatever, just say it, okay? The reason why is because so many people are hesitant of the truth, okay? When you mask the truth for some reason, you kind of deplete your integrity a lot. So we're going to try not to do that here, okay? If you have something nice to say it. If you have something lousy to say it. Not everybody takes truth well, but hopefully this discussion board and this forum and this page would allow you to take the truth a little bit easier. Nobody likes to be told they're ugly. hmm Nobody likes to be told they're fat. Whatever. Sometimes you have to let the sweat roll down your back. Not everybody's gonna like you. You could be perfect and somebody will find a long toe on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just let it go. Anyway, topic of discussion. I also posted it on my little discussion board. Was is chivalry really dead? Excuse me, I'm kind of tongue tied. It's a little late. But is chivalry really dead? Okay, recently there was a post on social media about a female proposing to her husband. It was a topic of discussion on Ricky Smiley's show. If I'm not mistaken, it was another topic on another morning show. I don't want to call it out because I don't know it. So I only use sources that I do know. But Ricky Smiley I actually listened to this morning. It was also a topic of discussion with a couple of my friends this morning in a group text, right? She sent us the picture yesterday. Okay, she was just like, what y'all thought about this? She's been doing this topic of discussion. So shout out to Chrissy, right? Because you're the topic. I just wanted to give my take on it after listening to the Ricky Smiley show, what I actually thought myself and what I did respond to her and how I felt, because it went to biblical things, you know what I'm saying? And we just took it from one square to another. But someone on Ricky Smiley show really pointed out that a woman proposing to a man robs them of that responsibility and also kind of strips that obligation for a man to do that for a woman. It makes it less special for the woman. It also makes the man feel less powerful, in a sense. If that makes sense. It also makes the relationship feel a little bit forced, and I can see that. I can see that a lot because, in the sense, you're on your one knee. You're proposing to someone, and maybe the man, and this was brought up in conversation as well, maybe the man kind of feels compelled to say yes. I mean, that can go both ways because women can feel compelled to say yes and just not embarrass that other person down there. Like, will you marry me? Some people don't want to say no in front of a group of people, but we don't know that. However, how I feel is that I do not agree with it. And the only reason why, because at first I was just like, let them do what they want, because they were, also mentioned the fact that in other countries, leap year, women do propose to their men. They have that opportunity. And another leap year is coming in 2016. She kind of jumped the gun a little early, right? But I do think that it changes the dynamic of the relationship a lot because men these days, that's how I feel, men in 2014 have changed. The dynamic of a man has changed. They're more, and they also touched on this on the Ricky's Mind show as well, they're more female driven. They're more emotional. Like, they're not emotionless like they used to be. They're expressive. They're somewhat lazy. It has chivalry dead. I kind of feel like I want to open a door for a man. You know what I'm saying? I need to make the first call. I need to do this. I need to walk him home. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it seems like now women are obligated to do so. But I also feel that at the end of the day, it's our fault, women. And you probably could feel like, what? I really do feel like we've allowed these men to become this way, to become this weak. Because in a sense, You allowed old boy to sit on the couch for such and such years. You've been giving him hubby perks, so to speak. You've been fixing him meals. You've been doing this and that. You've been taking him here and there. He's not obligated to get a car. He's not obligated to get up and cook. He's not obligated to take out the trash. Why? Because you don't force that upon him. You don't let him do. Let's just say that, because you can't make anybody do anything, but you can let them do exactly what they want. If you ask him to get up and put out the trash, he might. You know what I'm saying? But not giving him that right or not giving him that responsibility takes that from him. And now you have a weak man. I really do believe that. I do believe that women sometimes are the creators of their own problems. And I know I'm not a feminist. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not anti-feminine at all. I am a woman. And I do believe that out of guilt, and I speak from experience. That's my whole thing. The biggest lesson in life comes from the biggest teacher, which is experience, right? I've done this before. I've enabled a guy so much to where I felt like, well, when are you coming up? It's a show up. You know what I'm saying? But they won't. Why? Because you haven't given that or made that a standard for them to even come to approach. I had some disagreements with that. You know, I brought it back to a biblical sense. Basically brought it back to Adam and Eve being childish. That's how I felt it was. I felt like, you know, if had Eve not been there, you know, maybe we wouldn't be in the state we are in as a society. Not, you know, I just was being childish. But in the sense just to say that women tempt men. We have power that we sometimes abuse. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we misuse that power and we take it and run with it. And, you know, I feel like, you know, when I say that to a woman, if I say that you're at fault, they don't want to take the blame. And it's not necessarily because they feel, well, a man could do that. And it's true. It works both ways. Without God creating and whatever your religious beliefs are, without a higher power creating, or however we came here, without a woman, I believe there would be no man. But without where there's a no good man, there's a no good woman right behind him. The creation comes from intern parenting, intern nurturing of that child. So if I have a no good man sitting on the couch, has this mother obligated to do that? Has the training of this or the conditioning of this person? You know what I'm saying? Let's bring it back to Pavlov. You know what I'm saying? The conditioning, the operant conditioning of this person constantly sitting down. Mom's cooking, mom's cleaning. He hasn't offered to help. Mom hasn't allowed him, made him go take out the trash. He doesn't have to. So why in the world would I come in my girlfriend's home and take the trash? I never had to do that. So, you know, I can also bring it to something else. I just wanted to know what you guys think, because I can go over and over, because I could take it from where they don't have to take out the trash and men looking for women just like their moms. I could take it all the way there, but I'm not. I'm going to stop here. I want to know exactly what you think. Does proposing to a man, is that even, you know, even though it's not traditional, is it acceptable? And does it take or rob these men of something, you know, some chivalry that they should already have? Is that lessening the fact that they should open the door for me because now I proposed to him? Is it now that they didn't make that effort to propose to me that our marriage is some kind of way forced? Or will it last even though my man feels as if he's forced to say yes because in turn he didn't want to embarrass me? Or are you that traditional person that just feels like that special proposal is for women? And that should only be sacred to a woman. If a man gets down on his knee, he knows that, hey, I'm ready. I'm a man. I'm ready to take this woman as my wife. And that knee and that ring shows that initiative and readiness of a man. And saying, you know what, even though this marriage won't last, I decided to step up and become that husband or that fiance. So let me know what you guys think. I just thought it was interesting. At the end of the day, we do what we do, right? So let me know.